Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Akapash, and Jim is London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom there to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. Well, should we just a quick one, and we've got this article here on the BBC, and yeah, these frauds, these imposters, these small hats, you know, they're quite obviously in the scriptures Edomites, man. These men are merciless, man. They're bloodthirsty demons, right? They have no remorse, no nothing, right, about what they're doing, right? And the world just letting them get away with it, and it just shows you this is Esau's world, man. Okay, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, and the wicked can do what they want with it because who's gonna stop them, right? Israel, is under the protection of America, okay, Babylon the Great, right? They have invested interest in the land of Israel, albeit it doesn't belong to them. And so they're able to kind of move with, not anonymity. That's not what I want. Beyond reproach kind of thing, right? They can do whatever and they can justify everything that they're doing, destroying bare people, women, children, a couple of fighters here and there, but mostly women and children. And the world just has to sort of sit there and take it take it on the chin, so to speak, right? They just gotta watch as they devastate these people, right? And like I say, it's not like we care about them specifically because these are just heathen and they live in our land, in a land they shouldn't be in, so it don't belong to them either. So that's a you beef, but it just shows us that Esau is just the devil is the devil, right? Capital D, the devil. And this man needs to be stopped, and he will be stopped, right? How is I going to take these dudes out of power, man? All right. So I just want to read some of this article here. It says Netanyahu says fighting has resumed in Gaza with full force. Because Esau don't do nothing in halves, man. He gonna throw everything at you, and he don't care. It's his way or the highway. He don't care. Especially this dude, he beyond reasoning with. He beyond reasoning, man. This bloody Amalekite. All right, but summary says Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says combat in Gaza has resumed with full force following the biggest wave of strikes on the strip since the ceasefire began in January. Right, so there's supposedly been a ceasefire, right? Because I guess they might have been talking and discussing, right? And the ceasefire's up, and it's like they couldn't wait, right? They planned bigger strikes than before. Like it seems like no progress has been made at all, obviously, right? And they've been storing up this pent up animosity that they got, right? Just to do bigger strikes and destroy more people, right? The blood, because from what date was that? It was October something, wasn't it? October 7th or something like that, right? Since that day, these men are moving like Cain, or who was the other one? I don't think it was Tubal Cain. No, Lamech. Yeah, the other, Lamech, right? They're moving like Lamech, right? Bringing down just the ferocity of death and destruction, man. That's in their spirit, because Esau is a spiritual descendant of Cain, right? Cain, Lamech, all them madmans there, right? And so they're quick to shed blood, and shed a lot of it. All right. So second bullet point says the strikes which the Hamas-run health ministry say killed more than 400 people. So just straight off the bat, they just went and destroyed another 400 people. It says so the strikes which the Hamas-run health ministry says killed more than 400 people are just the beginning, Netanyahu warns. Right, so this guy is merciless, man. He don't care who he's destroying. He don't care. It's just like Esau doesn't. Esau just don't care anyway in general. right? It's nothing for him to sacrifice bare people to forward his agendas. It's always been that way. Okay, he's quick to shed blood, right? Because he is that red horse, man. Let me grab that. Revelation chapter 6, verse 4 said, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Right? He's in power right now, and all he's doing is gathering all things unto himself, right? And he doesn't care what obstacles are in his way, if it's people, if it's children, whatever excuse, he'll make up excuses, find reasons to take and destroy, and to gather it to himself. All right, and the way he'll do that, he's got various methods. He say he can put a nation in debt. Cause some fuck ups having your nation, put you in debt. He can bring war to your nation, right? He can do all sorts of things, man. Propaganda. He got many tools at his disposal, man. But he was blessed with the sword, right? War is his speciality, right? Let me look up this. Come back. It's Genesis 27, verse 39, right? 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling place shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, right? So that's the conditions that he's living in right now. He's running things right now. So he's got access to everything, right? But it's not enough. He wants literally everything. He wants to take everybody else's inheritance that the Most High give them. He ain't happy with the portion that he's got even to this point in time. Right? It says, by the sword shalt thou live. By the sword, by violence, by death, by bloodshed. That is how he makes his way in the world. Right? How did they get how did they get into the land of Israel? Right? Because soon as the whole World War II thing was going on, that theater, that show, right? And they were able to be relocated there, right? But when they got there, what happened? Man, we're at war, right? Because they had to depose or get rid of the people that were there in the land, right? And this is the whole beef between these Palestinians and the Israelis or whatever. But through war did you get that land? Just like you land grabbed everything else. It's the same way. America, did the same thing. This is what you've been doing, right? This is your history, right? So Esau, right? It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, okay, which he's got right now, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, right? So you just go around the world and around the earth, bringing violence and stealing everything, okay? Back in Revelation 6, 4. All right, so then went out a red horse, another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, right? Because he's moving with this the sword in the spirit of Cain, a murderer from the beginning, right? He moving like this, man. Okay, the red horse represents Edom. Edom is red. This is representing these Edomites, okay, that have been blessed with this sword, right? And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. That's why he's always involved in some type of warfare or creating warfare on the earth so he can profit from it. And there was given unto him a great sword, right? By the sword, right? Given a great sword. He got all the technology and the weaponry, and the crown in his arsenal is those nuclear weapons, man. The most devastating, weapons that's in his possession. So, like I said, this is him. Right? This is how he behaves. So yeah, it's just the beginning, because you're gonna serve up more bodies, young and old and children and whatever. He also says he remains committed to securing the release of all hostages still in Gaza. Israel believes there are 59 people being held, and with 24 thought to be alive. Right? They don't even care about these mans really. A group representing hostages families has accused the Israeli government of choosing to give up the hostages by launching new strikes. They don't, like I said, they don't really care what happens to the hostages, man. They just want to destroy, quote unquote, Hamas, or these T to the is, That's their excuses, right? They're just gonna, they have to do it because these men are threats, right? Even though you got the most military and the back end, you got all kinds of shit, right? But you're the victim, bro. Bro, you're the aggressor, right? You're the stronger one in this fight. Okay, these men are weak. These men were launching fireworks across prior. You know what I mean? And now you're basically airstriking, all these people. Oh, they're underground. Well, then be brave. Be brave, yeah, and go underground and go fight underground like the rats you are, rather than doing all this airstrike shit. But it's not being effective because they're underground. So what's the point then? Send your troops in, go hand to hand combat in it. um so yeah, it says and it says and has been protesting outside the Israeli parliament, right? So you got families of Israeli families protesting against this man, against the government, because of their actions, because it's just bare hawkish, bare warlike, So earlier, the Israeli military said it was hitting terror targets across Gaza after talks to extend the ceasefire had failed, right? Because they might want to hear that. Hamas accused Israel of attacking defenseless civilians and said mediators should hold Israel responsible for violating and overturning their deal. Right, but no one's going to hold them accountable. Let's see. All right, so yeah, summary, we've got everything really that we needed. So, as I said, this is just the devil, man. He gonna get his just reward, right? And like I said, this is not what's happening between those nations. We don't really care. But this is just how he's been. This is how Esau's been, and this is why Great John's is gonna come upon the earth, and why no one's gonna miss your ass when the Most High destroys you, right? Because you've just done too much madness on the earth. No one's gonna care. We especially ain't gonna care. Right, but everything that you do is deserving of destruction, right? And like I said, the most important thing or the most wicked thing, the most important thing that you've done is destroy the Lord's people. That's one of the greatest crimes you've done against the Heavenly Father, is put your hands on His people that you're gonna pay for. But like I said, these other nations too, man, they got a reason to cry out against you too, right? Because like I said, you're just doing too much. All right. This is Ezekiel 35 verse 6. So therefore, as I did saith the Lord God Yahweh. Let me see. Let me read up. Let me start. Let's start from 2, right? So, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, right? And again, primarily speaking about the land of America, right? But also, aside to that, the nation of Israel, the land of Israel, not the nation, because really they're not the nation of Israel, right? The land of Israel and those in it, right, are going to get burnt up too, with great fiery judgment, okay? But unlike America, okay, which is going to be completely, utterly, totally, destroyed, right, to the point where it can't be inhabited and will not be inhabited again. Okay, obviously, the land of Israel that's not the fate of Israel, the land of Israel, right? Because the land of Israel has to receive its children back. Okay, the children of Israel. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to be based from the land of Israel, based in Jerusalem. All right, under Yahweh Shai. So that destruction is going to only occur really to the people that are in that land. And all the idol shit, the idol worship and stuff like, the idols that are there, but it's going to be inhabitable again, once it's cleaned up. All right. So yeah, Almighty say, I'm against thee and will stretch out my hand against thee. I will make thee most desolate, right? So that's primarily talking about America, right? That's where the great judgment is going to take place. It's going to become completely desolate. So I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, right? So the main focus, the Most High is really focused on his people and what you've done to his people, right? The only reason why I'm bringing this article is just more proof you're just the devil to everybody. You're the devil, right? He's done it to everybody. He's doing it to everybody, right? And no one's going to be sad. No one should be sad when this guy gets put into slavery, right? When he gets destroyed at the end of his 1,000-year sentence, right? No one is going to care, because the world is going to be better off without you in it, right? You just caused too much distress in the world, It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Thou hast not hated blood, right? Because you've not hated blood. You don't mind shedding blood, right? Quite evidently, man. You're saying this is just the start, or it's just the beginning, and it's gonna be more. You know what I mean? You have no. There's just nothing in you, man. You don't care. You don't care about these people that you're destroying. These people are not even against you like that, But to you, it's just collateral. It's a necessary evil that you got to do, right? But no, it's not, you don't even feel bad. You know what I mean? You want to do this. Esau wants to kill people. That's his spirit. He wants to shed blood, right? He's just trying to make it like, oh, I didn't want to do this, but he finds every excuse why he should. You know what I mean? He finds every excuse why he needs to do it, and he does it. And then tries to be like, well, they're attacking us, and we need to defend. Israel should be able to defend itself. Well, what about them? What about what you've been doing? They have the right to defend themselves too. No, we don't. It's just double standards and hypocrisy everywhere you look. But that's Esau for you. All right, you don't want to be held accountable for nothing. Anything he ever done wrong, he don't want to be held accountable. But the Most High going to hold him accountable, right? And destroy these fucking demons. Destroy them all, right? So that's the point I really want to get, right? So yeah, but you're a lover of blood, and so blood is going to be pursued you. Death and destruction are going to chase after you, right? That's why your days are numbered. It's Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. So where in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince and power of the air. Right? Esau is the prince and power of the air. That's why they have all these capabilities of just dropping bombs on people. They're not fighting no fair fight with these guys, because them ain't got no jets. You know what I mean? Them man are poorly equipped. But we're made to believe that their man's some sort of super threat. But you've got all the military equipment. You got the arsenal right there, dropping bombs on them. Like, you ain't even got to get involved. Like, you just drop bombs, and this is why civilians are just dying left, right, and center. You know what I mean? Because you're not actually brave enough, man enough, right, to go fight man on the ground. Really, I know you got man down there, but your thing is about just dropping bombs, really, killing bad people in the process. That's what I wanted from that. So this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23, right? So like I said, when your demise comes, right, the world is not gonna. I mean, you're gonna have people that are upset, because family members. They got family members in America, in Israel, and things like that. So they're gonna, you're gonna have people that are upset. But as a world, they're mostly gonna be shocked that you just got obliterated. And the people that were making money from America and all these kinds of things, they're going to be upset because, you know, they ain't going to be able to make that money no more. But you ain't going to worry about all that because you're going into slavery anyway. So that money ain't no good to you anyhow. So, you know, that you'll get over it quickly. It won't be such a big deal, you know. But yeah, you know, after the dust has settled, so to speak, like people are not gonna miss Esau, man, because they're just gonna remember like this guy was just a prick. Esau has just been a prick. He's been a prick, and he's always been a prick. So he's always gonna be a prick. So it's just like, to hell with Esau, right? To hell with his kingdom, to hell with his system, his democracies, and all these lofty ideals that he tries to impose on others. We have to follow in his footsteps because he's got the right way to live, right? So everyone must follow him, and he's the smartest, right? He's the most benevolent, he's the most intelligent, and all this fucking bullshit. So we got to follow in his ways, right? Now to hell with that, man. This guy's the devil, and all he's been doing is spreading his devilish, philosophies and doctrines to everybody, man. Right? Causing more wickedness to spread across the world, man. So he needs to be taken out of the picture. All right, and it'll be a great day when it happens, right? So in Jeremiah 50 verse 23 it says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" Right? Because that's what's going to happen. You become a desolation, right? And people are not going to be expecting it. They're going to be shocked because America's this great power, right? And they talk and seem like they're unbeatable. Well, it's been the same for every empire that ever existed at its height. I mean, America's not even at its height right now, but these empires in its height, people thought it was impossible for these empires to fall. It's just the same thing. History, repeats itself, right? And America and these Edomites, their day's coming. All right. And so you're going to be cut asunder, the hammer of the whole earth, man, because you're just out there oppressing people. So I've laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of the Lord God Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border upon her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation. Right, and like I said, everything's on the wall. All the writings on the wall. Like, this place is going down. Everything's getting worse in this world. Okay, nothing's improving. Right, so it's not like we haven't hit the heyday of Esau's kingdom yet. So we got another 1,000 years of some bullshit to go through. That's not what we're living through right now. Okay, we're living on in the decline of this kingdom. Right, things is falling apart. Things is getting worse. Inequality is getting worse. Poverty is getting worse. Only the richest 1% or whatever, these the smallest amount, the percentiles, they're getting rich. Super elite, they're getting richer. All right, everybody else is struggling. So the world's coming to an end because we're doomsday prophets, right? So we tell you these things. We must tell you these things, right? As doomsday prophets, right? Things is over. This place is over, and all these prophecies, they're being fulfilled right now, right? With all the technology, with the mark of the beast on its way, right? So it's all ready. So soon to come to pass, all of it, right? So yeah. So the time of visitation is drawing near. So the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Right. So this is why World War III is on the horizon. People are preparing for war, right? And they're increasing their capabilities of waging war, right? So whatever it is that they've got to invest in, they're investing in. They're spending more money on military equipment to fight in a war, right? Spending more money, more of their GDP into into their military, taking away from health services and all kinds of shit. Like, people are becoming worse off because of it, because of these wars they're preparing for and fighting or whatever, right? So the Lord's calling all these archers, all the people that got missiles and all kinds of things, right, to come against Babylon, come against America, right? And Israel's going to play a major part in that because of what they're doing there down there in the Middle East, because that's where the Most High is going to draw these armies to go fight, right? So Israel plays a big part in that. Scripture talks about the least of the flock drawing them out, and in like how he's moving like a madman. So someone's gonna have to stop him. Someone's gonna have to step in and say, "Look, man, enough." Right? And it's gonna be like Iran and Russia and things like that. But that's when things start getting sticky. It starts getting complicated, right? Because now you got a major nation like Russia or something in there fighting against Israel. Now, America can't just sit there and just let it happen, right? So they have to get involved, and so everybody has to get involved. And then there's your World War III. All right. So anyway, call archers together. Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none therefore thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done. Right? Because like I say, Esau's always been the devil. Right? The inception of America is nothing but blood and theft, witchcraft. Like I said, that's just more recent. You've done other things that are written, that are recorded in the scriptures, man, that you need to pay for. So you've always been a prick. Okay. Yeah, according to all that she have done, do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord and against the Holy One of Israel. Okay, therefore shall our young men fall in the streets, and all the men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Right? Behold, I'm against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord God Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. All right. And I just got one more scripture here. We'll end up with this, right? It says, start from verse 4, right? Isaiah 14:4 says, that thou shalt take out this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased, right? The same as the hammer of the earth cut asunder, right? Same thing, right? How has this golden city ceased, which is America? The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, right? Taking away power and dominion away from them, rulership, right? He who smote the people in wrath, as the hammer of the earth, right, with a continual stroke, that he that ruled the nation in anger is persecuted and none hindereth, right? So you've not been treating the nations well, right, because of your behaviors, your perceived entitlement. But you're not entitled to none of this, man. This is not this is not the blessing you was blessed with, right? Your ultimate blessing is to be under your brother Jacob, under us, right, serving in our kingdom. But guess what? You weren't happy with that, and so you went and fucked yourself. Right? You went and screwed yourself over, and now you're gonna get nothing. You're gonna get absolutely nothing. Okay, you're gonna get 1,000 years of tears, blood, and then you're gonna get nothing. Cause you're too proud, man. You're too angry, too bitter. So like I said, you've been put in power, in power and rulership in this era, and all you've done is use that bitterness. You just spread that bitterness, to everybody. Now everyone's feeling fucked up. You're just fucking everybody up, man. People are mourning in this world. You've destroyed it, but it's still acting like you're sent by God to save the earth, to enlighten humanity, right? But you're just destroying everything, man. All right. So he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth, right? No one's gonna step in to help you, right? No one can do anything to help you. The whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. So once you go down, the earth is gonna be at rest, right? Because you're actually just terrorizing the shit out of this place, right? So the whole earth is gonna be at rest, and it's quiet. They break forth into singing, man. They're gonna breathe a sigh. The earth is gonna breathe a sigh of relief, man. It's like, oh fuck, thank God. Thank Yahweh, but Hashem Yahweh Shai. Like, this devil is out of power now, because maybe I can actually rest now. Maybe I don't have to be absorbing all this fucking pollution. Maybe I ain't got to have all these wars on my land. You know, maybe all my trees ain't gonna get chopped down. You know what I mean? The whole earth is gonna be in a just, you know, it's gonna be happier. We're gonna, you know what I mean? We're just gonna be happier that this isn't going on anymore. You know, because this is what's going on earth right now is complete fucking madness. Complete madness. And all the shit that, you know, we got to deal with, the animals have got to deal with everything. It's just madness. And it needs to be stopped. All right. So the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee. And the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no predator has come up against us. All this mass deforestation that you're doing, just mercilessly cutting down trees just so you can have some paper, you know, bare wastage, just bare waste. I mean, like, yeah, you know, nothing wrong with cutting down a tree. You want to make some furniture, but you know what it's like if you, you know, you cut down these good trees and like, you know, cut some oak and stuff, man. You can't even afford that. You can't afford that shit anyway. You know what I mean? It's so expensive. But you know, you got bare timber and stuff like that. That you know that they cut down. You know, and you know, do all kinds of things with it. But it's just mass industrialized. You know, it shouldn't be that way. You know, everything needs to be done with balance. And Esau, he don't care. All he cares about is profits. You know, so yeah, you know they're going to be singing, rejoicing, right? Verse 9 said, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. Right, the dead represents these other nations, man, because you know they're just in their state of mind anyway. Look, like the majority of our people, we're in a dead state for the most part. Only the elect are awake, right? They've been given life through this word, right? But the nations represent the dead, all right? Even the chief ones of the earth, okay, these rulers, these other leaders in these other nations, right? It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, right? So they're rising up against you, right? They're rising up against you right now as we speak, preparing for conflict, right? So that all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Because right now the gap between you and them right now is massive, like in terms of power, wealth, and all these types of things. Like, but you're gonna be brought down so low when Yahushua comes with the angels and that you're gonna be on everybody else's level. You're gonna be left with nothing, right? With no power, no might in your hand, right? You'll be debased, right? And so you're gonna be so you're gonna become like everybody else, right? So they're gonna say, look, and they shall speak and say unto you, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Because you're not sitting high and lofty anymore. you're in the trenches with the heathen, with the rest of the heathen, man, in chains. Oh, but you were so great. Oh, you was a god, right? You was so powerful, so mighty, and so much better than the rest of us. But you out here shoveling shit right now, moving dead bodies and and breaking rocks, right? You're the same as us, man. And to be truthful, he less, he lower. He's the worst of the heathen. The scripture tells you that he's the worst of the least of the heathen. You know, so these other nations are actually gonna look down upon you. Because I say you just ain't fucking right. You know, all this madness that you've been teaching in earth, people are gonna be looking at you like, what the fuck? You know, it says it's verse 11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms covered thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Right? And again, it's Lucifer is not talking about a spiritual demon Satan, right? It's never been talking about him, right? We're hearing about men right now, rulers, men, physical, like actual men on the earth, okay, that are in power, right? Lucifer represents the elite, right? That are supposed to be illuminated, right? That deem themselves to be illuminated, that because they know things, right? They're the people that run things out here, right? But behind the scenes, right? So they're meant to be the most knowledgeable, okay, guiding humanity with that light that they supposedly have, right? It's all about men. So how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? How do you go from being these elites and ruling the earth and oppressing nations to be down in the dumps with us, right? How are thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Right, the whole purpose of, well, the whole purpose, but part of the purpose of America is basically keep other nations weak, and that's why they'll attack anybody that's coming up in things. They'll set tariffs on them. They'll go create some disturbance, or they'll pump drugs in there, or so whatever it is they need to do to destabilize another nation, so they can keep hegemony, hit the hegemony, right, which is the power influence over the earth. They're going to do that because they Americans believe, because it's American exceptions, that they're the ones that have to be in that power seat. They have to guide the world in the way. They have to be the ones in that seat. It can't be nobody else, because anybody else can't be trusted. You can't be fucking trusted. America cannot be trusted. Esau cannot be fucking trusted. He has no right to say such things. Right? I'm not saying he's even going to do any better job, because we've seen what they've done over the centuries. These different empires, and they're all fuck ups, right? They're all messed up in the head. But Esau thinks he acts in behavior like he better. That's why he's proud. You know. So they have an invested interest of keeping other nations in weakened conditions. All right. So yeah, they weaken the nations, right? It says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the north sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." Because he's really fixated on becoming a god, or sees himself already sees himself as a god. All right. So yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, which is in a lower state. He ain't, Esau's not going to go to, an underground terrain where Satan lives and fire and brimstone is just moving around. No, he can be brought down, right, from his high estate right now. He's on top of the world. He's in rulership. He's going to be brought down to a low level, man. Get to the bottom. Okay? So yet that should be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, "Is this the man?" Okay, remember, you mentioned Lucifer. It's what meant a man, right? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Because it's these rulers, these elites that do this. That create all this destabilization, all these wars, and all these hardships, right? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? Right, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All right, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. Right, so it's talking about the kings and rulers of this kingdom, which is Esau. Right, but you, Esau, are cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. So that's it. These nations are going to despise you, man. Everyone's going to despise you for what you've done to the earth, man. Right, but thou art cast out thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Right? Esau can't be forgiven for the things that he's done. All right. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers." Right? They're always trying to pass the blame on to, "Oh, that was my grandfather, great grandfather, whatever. We've got nothing to do with this." You have everything to do with this, right? You just don't understand it yet. But you're going to understand, don't worry. Okay, we will get you up to speed in the kingdom. So prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, right? So you're never going to be in a position of power ever again to repopulate and build cities and, get kind of some type of power and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to be that guy. "For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord." Right? Most High intends to get rid of all Edomites. That includes these demons here. Well, these Palestinians going to slavery, but you're going to slavery and then getting, being an exile from Earth, right? Deported from Earth, right? Because we don't want you. Hell, we might even just send you out there. Just send you out into space. Into the sun or something. Who knows, right? But we're going to get rid of you. You're going to be gotten rid of. The children of Israel, the sons of God, they're going to get rid of you. All right. Pursuant to Obadiah 1. Okay. 1 and 18. This is verse 25. I will also make it a possession for the bitten and the pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, says the Lord of hosts, okay, the land of America. The Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have fought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Right? So, you know, I say people are going to be happy when this devil goes down. Yeah, and all these Edomites taking out of power. Right? It's not going to be a pleasant transition for these heathens, because they got things to pay for too. So, you know, they got judgment to come to them. But they're gonna be happy that Esau's not in rulership anymore. Okay, when all is said and done, man. Right? Because like I said, he's just mercilessly destroying people, man, and he got no real reason or right to, to be honest. You know what I mean? You know, but at least we know we got reason and justification, you know, for putting hell on these devils, man, and these heathens. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there. Lord has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. Until next time, I say shalom.